You've been asking for it, and it's back. The TLX 9000 is out now for all platforms. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's DJ. We've got some new and updated mods to take a look at today for Farming Simulator 22. In total, we've got 20 mods for all platforms. We have 9 new and 5 updates, and PC and Mac players have 6 new mods today. We're going to load up each mod in the store, take a look at customization, and check out slot counts for the equipment and tools for console players. And of course, we're going to review all of the mods that got an update today. I do make mod review videos every time mods are released on the in-game mod up. Usually that's Monday through Friday, so get subscribed if you're new. That way you never miss any. Starting off today with new mods for all platforms, we have the TLX 9000 series from 82 Studio. This legend is now back. If you may remember, it was removed in Farming Simulator 19. However, it is back for players of Farm Sim 22 only. There's tons of customization on this. So much, in fact, that even my computer is a little bit slow loading up each one. So heads up, your console or computer may be a little slow as well. Don't worry, they're there. Let's take a look. Starting off, 620 horsepower. We've got a T9 transmission, 580 liters of fuel, which we can increase, 51 mile per hour max speed, which is gonna go up, 18.4 tons, and it's only 21 slots if you guys are playing on consoles. Customization includes different configurations. So we start off with a standard. We could go with extension number 1, 2, and 3, making this a pretty long boy right there. We've also got a vintage preset, we've got a USA preset, and we've got the blue energy preset. Looks like nitro blue to me. I don't know about that. And then we go back to standard again. So if you want something a little bit preset, you could go with those others. Today, I'm just going to go with the standard preset here, but there's also plenty more that you guys could choose from. Wheel brands, we have Continental, and these are going to be available in 2 axles in the back, 3 axles in the back. Then we go with Continental with a little bit chunkier tires. You could also add the Phoenix tires on here if you guys want to add those. We could do those with 2 or 3 axles in the back, or chunky boys right there. And then we have the TLX, same thing through here. So we've got all of that good to go. And then we go back in to a vintage look. So there's tons and tons of different presets to choose from. Variet's not even. So these are great if you guys are going to use this to work in the field. You may want to go with that. Also, you kind of saw it bop up a little bit right there. Little extra stuff. There's just so much to this. I think today we're just going to go with vintage because these are what was originally on it, I think anyway. Wheel setup. So standard, we've got the long bolts on there. You've got spikes or back to standard. We're going with spikes today. Special editions, we've got silver bullet, the black bell, which adds all of the dark black colors, sad bell, which makes it all like a matte color, Copperfection, the original copper in Farm Sim, vintage look, so you've got that, and then back into USA and black energy, blue energy, or nothing altogether. We're just going to stick with no today. Window tint, standard, medium, and dark. So if you want those window tints, you can go for them. Exhaust. We have a standard exhaust to start with, but we can also make that a twin straight with the flappers. We've also got twin straight angled, just regular twin huge stacks, and then twin stacks angled. Of course, back to a standard there. Front bumpers start off with a normal bumper. We've got a normal number 2, which adds a couple little angled bits on the sides. We've got a flat bumper, same thing, angled bits on the sides. Aussie bumper number 2, and back to standard again. I like this one, so that's what we're going with. Mud guards, we've got yes and no, so these are going to be on the very back right there. So it starts there. I like that. We've also got a bunch of different mudguard designs. So you could just go through these different sets, different colors. You could change all kinds of stuff. But these are only for the back 2 axles. You can actually change up and make the 3rd axle change if you want to. I'm going to show you how to do that. Lighting. So we have design number 1, design number 2. I got to remember where this is actually changing. Possibly on the back? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, there's a lot of different lighting options. If I were you, I would just go with design number 3 because there's probably the most. Add-ons. So we have a rack in the very back. So you can see that design there. Rack with working lights on the very top of that. Rack number 2, which is probably the one you guys are used to seeing, and back to standard again. I'm actually going to go with rack with working lights. Visors on the very front, you should be familiar with these as well. We've got the design number 1 and design number 2. Design number 2 is my favorite. We're going with that. And as you can see on the right-hand side as well, we're not even halfway done yet. Emergency light bar, nothing. You could go with a classic, which is rotating beacons, or you go with a strobe bar, which is strobing lights, or nothing. We're going with strobing lights on this one. Headlights, we have design number 1 and design number 2. So these are going to be halogen or LED, more or less. Capacities, so standard capacity here, 580, and you could see that this has clipped into the wheels, and there's actually a note on his thing that says if you select the wrong wheels, they may collide with the tank, so make sure that you choose the correct setup. Yeah, heads up there. So you can increase the capacities here by increasing this, and this is going to be the capacity for your fuel. So we can take that 580 or 520, whatever it was, and increase that up to 1,000 liters of fuel if you want to. But since we've got the third axle, we're not going to do that. Vinyls. So we got quite a few vinyls through here. You may have seen in the first clip, we had a big American flag. You've also got some flames that go through. Stripes, which is the classic TLX. You've got this, which looks kind of like a Wonder Woman look. I don't know, looks great to me. And then, of course, we've got that torn American flag, but we also have a regular, clean American flag look as well, if you guys want to go through those. Third axle mud guards, here we go. So you've got all of these, and most all of them, at least that I've been able to find, do match the ones that we've got. So you go through, find the ones that match for you. For us, it doesn't look like the exact ones match, but I think these are pretty close. We'll go with that. Nice. Engines. These things are insane. So you got the TLX 9000 620. We've got 620 Plus, which is 700 horsepower. We've got 995 horsepower, 1,985 horsepower, and 2,010 horsepower. Now, that 2,010 horsepower engine, it says 96 miles per hour, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually 158 or 152, something like that. It's pretty ridiculous, and it's awesome. Oh, I love it so much. And then everything else changes along with that. Now, as you can see, we've got a ton more customization. So let's get into it. We do have a hitch on the back. However, if you go into the T-bar, you can create an entirely new design on the back of the truck, which we've never had before. I think that looks incredible. Air intakes. So we've got the standard air intakes, but we can also go with a design number 1 or standard. I like the standard. Design number 1 looks pretty good too. Lower exhaust. So down here, we've basically got no or yes. Now, is that going to be on the left side or the right side? All the way down the back, I think. Yeah, there you go. Interior colors, you can change these up as well. So we've got a normal design, design number 1, which is going to be just a blue, number 2, which is a black, 3, which is gray, 4, which is black and red, 5, which is going to be black and white, and then we have the blue energy, aka Nitro Blue. What up, what up, what up? Yeah, we're leaving that one on. Interior decorations as well, so we change these up. So basically it's a yes or a no. So if you want this to maybe look a little bit messy on the inside, make it look like someone's actually living in there, you can do that if you would like to. Passengers, yes and no. Yeah, you can add passengers to this. As long as you've got the Kubota DLC, I believe, you can add passengers in here. I think it's just 2 others. You might be able to get 3. I need to double check that with David. Frame, so we have colors now. Frame is going to be different ones. We're going to change this to bright red, so you can see. So there you go. That is going to be your frame color. I think, you know what? I think the black aged might look really, oh man, that looks so good. Decals number 2. Now we don't have any decals on here, so this isn't going to change anything, but these would change your decals colors. We've got the cabin color itself, so we can change up the cabin. So there's that. More decals right here. We'll change this up to this blue, but again, well, I don't have any other decals installed, so that's not going to change anything. Cabin roof. This is just going to be on the very roof, and if you've got visor number 2, it's also going to change that as well. I'm not going to make it that color. Let's just change it to like black aged or something. Yeah, that'll look good. Fenders, we can change these up. I'm going to change these to orange just so you can see exactly what changes. Those right there in the very back. I'm going to make these chrome or aluminum because I think they look better around there. And then lastly, rim color. Well, rim color is rim color at the end of the day, and the colors are bright. So if you're looking for the perfect color on here, you're gonna find it. And that's it. One thing to note, there are two different setups right here for the TLX 9000. You got the regular one and the 3406. They're both the same. There's no differences, at least with the sound. So the one I've got in front of me right now is that 3406, and this is what it sounds like. So your normal sounds that you guys are used to hearing on the TLX 9000. Now, if we jump over to the regular one, this is much more subdued. That way, if you guys don't like that really, really high, whiny sound with the big old grunt, well, you don't have to have that. You can have one that just sounds a little bit normal. You can also open the doors, and you can turn off the Jake brake. Yeah, it's got a Jake brake. All right, I think that's about everything that I know about the TLX 9000, at least right now. So let's move on to the next mods. Next up, we go from a real big truck to a 3-meter cultivator. Oh yeah, the Amazon Cenio 3000 Super. Weighs 1.7 tons, 105 horsepower required, 3-meter spread at 9 miles per hour. The design is very, very good. So we've got the 800 share. We've also got the 1,100 millimeter, 320 millimeter, at 350 millimeters. So you can change those up. Nice customization. Roller on the back. We've got a couple different options there, so you can choose what you like through that. I will say, for 3-meter cultivator, not too bad. 13 slots on consoles, which is absolutely ridiculous, but high detail. It's worth it. Next up, we got the DIY corn maze. So these are little pieces that we can place down and make our own corn maze. Now, I was speaking to somebody this morning, and they had mentioned that they wish that this was a fence. And I gotta be honest with you, I kind of wish so too. But we've got other... Oh, did I accidentally place that up top? Sure did. Nonetheless, you've got little pieces of corn here that you can place down, make a corn maze with it, line them up, have a little bit of fun. 'Tis the season for this after all, so check it out, enjoy it. Hey, I don't want to say like, oh, I wish it was this. You know what? We got this. I'm happy. Wait, can we walk through this? No. Oh, it's got a collision. No cheating in the corn maze today, my friend. Next up, we got the Sawmill. This is in the factories, and wood, it's got 110,000 liters of wood in, wood chips, 15,000 liters, and boards, 50,000 liters. 200 cycles per month and $2 per cycle. It only costs you $35,000. Might be a great way to make some wooden boards right here. So you can see we've got our wood in, and then we've got all of our other bits right here as well. If you have your pumps and hoses installed, you may see a few little things here and there. Priority 10. I'm not sure if that's there without pumps and hoses. I know they've added a few things to the production menu. Nonetheless, there you go. That's what it is. Next up, we've got the Cattle Crush mod. This can be transported around with a telehandler attachment right there. They do say it's only for decorations. Basically, you could pick it up and move it around and that type of thing. Great for role player. If you guys want to put a few of these around your farm, you could do that. It's found in the store, not in the placeable menu, so be aware of that. If you've been bad and need to break that habit, well, we got a pizza on the roof sitting waiting for you. A famous family home from Zero, the family home. Yeah, you guys know exactly which one this one is. It's the Breaking Bad house. And the garage works. Yes. Coming around through here. Oh, nope. Can't do anything with that. Let's go in here and let's go in. So we've got a full interior in here. A little bit run down. Some of it looks good. Actually, all of it looks pretty darn good. I gotta give it to them. Even the sliding door works. You can come out here and hang out, relax on the back porch. Coming in through here, we got everything on the counter that you could ever want and need. Trying to see exactly what's on here. You guys do have some powdered donuts there, which makes sense. And we've got an area right here where you can turn on all the lights to the house. Very, very cool. Very cool. Let's go through here, see what all we can open and close with that. Oh, there's a door behind us. Look at that. Oh, ayo, get that cash money. Yeah. Like that. That's pretty good. All right. So it looks like that's the only door there that could open up. And then we've got one here as well. We can change clothes. We can go to sleep. That's nice. And we can open and close the back door. There we go. Farming simulator. Oh, I love how they've taken stuff from the periodic table right there. That is super cool. So if you're looking for the Breaking Bad house and you were like, you know what, why is that not in Farming Simulator? Well, it is. So what are you doing? Go get it. Next up, we've got the Malt Production. This can create malt from grain and water, and also can either be sold directly or can be sold via their oh goodness, I don't even know, the wholesale. So Zodelzock, they've got a mod called Wholesale, but unfortunately, I think either direct selling or that is the only place to sell this stuff. Nonetheless, let's take a look. So we got wheat malt, barley malt, and corn malt. Each thing looks to be exactly the same, just different in design. So water, wheat, barley, corn in, and then you'll be getting that malt out. Let's see, it is not 1-to-1, but you actually get more. So hey, there's that, I guess. So you'd be making more money overall. This may not be a bad look for you guys if you're doing wheat, barley, corn. Maybe you're doing a Mr. Silly P special. Maybe you want to clutch this brown ale, something like that. This might be a good starting point for it. But if that's not your thing, maybe this will be the Hop Plantation. That is right. Hops are now in Farming Simulator officially. I think we had one mod where it was there in Farm Sim 19, but well, that's a 22 now as well. So we've got pallet spawner down here, spawn or no spawn, and you're gonna need another mod for this to work at all, and that's the composter. It doesn't say on the website that it's a required mod, however it definitely is. Zodelzock, they're all the same. As a matter of fact, if you're using productions, just download all the Zodelzock mods. Most of them work really well together. Let's take a look at the Hop Plantation. So in order to make hops, we need to put in water, seeds, solid fertilizer, and compost, which is what you get from the composter, and there's no other way to get it, at least that I know of. So make sure you have that, and you'll be able to get compost. Then you get hops and biomaterial out. Then you can take the hops and turn them into hop pellets, which will further make you more money. And then you could sell those directly. So you're actually taking a production that is made from this and inputting that as an input into this production to get an output that is different. Is that confusing? Hope not. Anyway, production shades, here you go, Hop Plantation. And your last new mod for all platforms today is the Grain Elevator from Dutch Modding. This building can be used to sell your grain. It also supports multi-fruit depending on the map as well. So here you go, we got a little area right here. I know that Dutch Modding has worked really hard on this. This is Dutch Modding Co. And then here is your selling. So there you go. Whole lot of stuff could be sold there. Whole lot of stuff could be done here. Check it out. Making our way into mod updates for all platforms. The first one is the Pick Feed Mixer from Zodelzock version 1.001. They fixed the balancing bug. Factory was too slow for the achievable production quantity. Capacities have been increased, cycles have been increased, and the quantity per cycle has been increased. Great update. Also got a nice one for the John Deere 5080 E-Series from JA Modding version 1.1. They've adjusted the braking force, added one more shade of glass, and added additional dual rear tires. Lizard Windrower's got an update to version 1.1. They fixed a problem with the disappearing grass effect and fixed a problem with the camera rotation in the store. Nice easy update for Rostselmash Acros 595 version 2.1. They fixed the English translation and fixed problem with slow braking. And your last update for all platforms today is the Lizard Disc Harrow 2.5 version 1.1. New configuration added, new colors added, and minor bugs have been fixed. Making our way into new mods for PC and Mac players today, we have the Schoema TST Pack. So this is going to include the tanker plus dolly all together, and then we have the tanker and dolly. So we have a couple different versions there. So this holds 26,000 liters of slurry and digestate, 8.7 tons by itself, 200 horsepower is required. Wheel brands include Michelin tires, BKT, Continental, don't know how to say that, but we do have standard and wide tires, and back into Michelin right there. Fill arm, so we have fill arm at the top, fill arm at the side, both or neither. Fenders, we have the default narrow, default wide, road narrow, road wide, agriculture narrow, agriculture wide, and back to standard again. Reflectors, we have no, and reflectors, I'm guessing these are going to be on the back. Yeah, there they are. And then we have a logo. We have the new one and the old logo. Design, so we have a black one, green, back and forth between those. Rim colors, we have the perfect one. Look at this, silver, chrome, white, and black. What else do you need there? This also says that it works. Well, not works. It says that it has a hose connection on the sides, and yes, it does. By the way, the setup for this is exactly the same and so is this, if you guys want to run a couple different ones of those. Doesn't look like it's trailer hitch on the back. Yeah, so this says that it has hose connections via the side, so I'm interested. I'm going to go ahead and get one of these, and then I'm going to find the handy dandy pumps and hoses here. I don't assume that this is going to work, but I kind of hope that it does. I will say nowhere in the mod description does it say works with pumps and hoses. However, it does say it's got connections on the side. And maybe I'm reading too much into that, and I really hope I'm not. Moment of truth. Can we make this work? Please, please. I think it'd be so cool if this works. Boo! Doesn't look like it works. Not giving me the hookup. As I said, it doesn't say that it works, but wouldn't it be nice if it did? I think it'd be real nice if it did. I don't think it's gonna do it here as well. Nope. Boo. Next new mod for PC and Mac players is a new silo. It may not look like it, but it is. This is the underground storage, small access area to an underground storage for pallets and bales. Everything in the categories of product, additional storage goods, and additional storage bales can be stored here. This varies depending on what map you play on and what mod you use. There is a 1 MEO space in storage for each fill type. Some definitions of fill types in the storage will give you missing warnings in the log. This is not preventable. They do say unload on the sides only by linking with the original download below. Oh yeah, only do here. Download it from here. Download it from here! Next up, we got the tree nursery. This is where seedlings can be grown from seeds, and it's not going to be found where you would think. So productions and in orchards, this is where you've got it. So you got seeds, herbicide, and manure in, and you get trees out. Very easy to find where we put everything. Production revamp is required for this mod, so be aware of that. They do say optionally manure and herbicides can be added as boosters, which increases the yield, and the appearance of the nursery changes every 3 months in game, simulating the growth of seedlings, trees. Yeah, you know what they are. Next up is a new spreader. This is the JANPOL 600L. This does 600 liters of lime and solid fertilizer. You can increase that up to 800, 1,000 if you would really like to. 190 kilogram weight, 24 meter spread at 11 miles per hour. Main color, we got red number 2, which is darker, blue, green, blue 2, which is lighter, and black. That's on the bottom. Design color, this is going to be on the very top, and then your last design color is going to be the very tip-top part. Next up, we've got another mod that requires the production revamp. This is wood storage, a small timber store where logs can be stored. They can be then retrieved as logs via the ramp logo or revamp logo, which is right here. I like how they've done that. It's pretty cool. It's going to cost 50 grand. $50 per day, and holds 1 million liters. And your last new mod for PC Mac players today, and the last mod period today, is Real Dashboard from Perma's Mining and Thunder. These are two big hitters when it comes to stuff like this, so you know it's going to be good. So this is a script that allows you to use a tablet, which will then display the current fill level, fill mass, and fill density of any internal or attached fill units inside the cabin. Vehicles must be specifically paired for the script function. A guide is also included in the mod to add it to a vehicle. Additionally, if you have the game set to use imperial units or miles per hour, things like that, vehicles will with digital speedometers will now display this speed as miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour. You can choose to display anything between liters, bushels UK, gallons, cubic meters, kilograms, pounds, tons short, tons long, and tons with an E. I didn't even know that was a thing. Density in kilograms per liter, kilograms cubic meter, pounds for BUs, pounds cubic feet. You get the idea. We got some default key bindings there, and the SDK is available in the GitHub, and you can find that at GitHub/L. Yeah, you guys can see it right there. Check that out. This is going to be something else, I tell you what. Well, guys, that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new and join the JGoHam fam. Make sure those notification bells are on as well. That way, you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. This mod video is actually coming out before the news videos, so for all of the rest of the videos that come out today, check the first pinned comment below. I'll make sure to link them all there. Otherwise, hope you have a great day. We'll see you guys later. Peace!